G'day folks, Connor here from CW's Tech Reviews, back with another video, and today we're doing my full review of the Mintt X5. So without further ado, hit that like button and the subscribe button, and let's get stuck into the video. Let's go. Okay folks, not only is this the X5 full review, but also this video is part of a 3-phone giveaway. I call it the Mega Mintt giveaway. So if you want to be in the draw to win the Mintt A5, Mintt X5 or the Mintt Y5, all you have to do is make sure you subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and put your Instagram handle down below in the comments of this video. 3 phones to be won, don't miss out. I'll see you in the comments. Now, I recently reviewed the Mintt A5, that goes for $199 and links to that video can be found down below. The Mintt X5 goes for $279 and comes in with quite a few spec increases on the A5 and sits nicely just under the Y5. Now this I like to call the Mintt mid-ranger. Now it's not a mid-ranger in the overall spectrum because of its price. I mean, $279 is an amazing price for a smartphone, but it is definitely the mid-ranger for the Mintt series. And if we look at the build and design of the Mintt X5, I really like what we see here. We have a 6.5 inch water drop display. Again, I like to call it a teardrop, but it is a water drop display. It does come in at 720p display, but that's not the be all and end all because you still get a good viewing experience on the Mintt X5. It is a 20:9 aspect ratio and you can pinch to zoom on the display to view your content on the full screen if you choose to. I've really enjoyed gaming on this phone and I have also really enjoyed watching content on the bigger display. It's just a much nicer experience. The back is plastic and the front is glass. On the right hand side you have a power button and the volume up and down above that. Down below we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, USB Type-C and a speaker. This also takes a micro SD card of up to 256 gigabytes. So overall, I think the display and the design is quite nice given the size of it. It is a big display, but it doesn't feel that big. And you can see that the bezels aren't that big either. Now let's talk about the performance. And for 279 smackaroonies, you get Android 10 and we're up to August 2020 security update. Now Mintt has its own version of Android 10 for the Mintt range of phones. It's not a bad experience, it's quite bare bones, but you can definitely see it's got its own little bit of flavor added into it. Scrolling on the home screens is a very Android feel. Scrolling all the way to the left gives you your Google app and everything smooth and easy to operate. No forced restarts, no problems with software not working, and that software is also powered with the Helios A25, 4 gigs of RAM, so quite similar to your A5, but the increases here are 1, the display size. 2 is you get 4 gigs of RAM instead of 3 gigs of RAM. And that extra RAM gives you more power for gaming, but it also enables you to have a little bit more in the background running in terms of applications. So you might have 4 to 5 apps running in the background and you can multitask between the two. RAM management wasn't too aggressive, but for 4 gigabytes of RAM on Android 10, it does have to kick out a few apps here and there, especially the really heavy, power-hungry applications. But it's a fun experience. I mean, I played Asphalt 9 on it, Leo's Fortune, PUBG. As long as you download the light mode of PUBG and the light graphics settings, you're going to have a fairly pleasant experience. Asphalt 9 was great fun to play. The gaming experience was a fun one. I mean, the display looked great, even though it's 720p. One area where the X5 completely trumps the A5 is the camera. So you have 4 cameras in total on the Mintt X5. On the rear, you have a 16 megapixel standard lens. Next to that, you have an 8 megapixel wide angle lens, and then you have a 2 megapixel depth sensor as well. And then on the front, you have a 13 megapixel selfie camera. Now that selfie camera can give you some nice blurred backgrounds for your selfies. If you're inclined to take selfies, then you're going to be fairly happy with them. Again, you've got to remember the price here. It's just $279. Now the X5 camera also has scene detection, so it can detect up to 10 different scenes, food, landscape, portrait. You have it on AI mode and it will detect what it's looking at and adjust the settings to suit that mode. So that's really good. Again, this technology is normally in like higher end phones, so to get it in the X5, it's win-win for everyone. It also has advanced super night mode. Now look, when it comes to night photography with phones, I'm always a bit harsh, and I'm going to remain harsh throughout because phones and night photography struggle. But for $279, you can take a picture with the Mintt X5, one that you can keep and share online, and one you'll be reasonably happy with. If you're a photographer like me and you're used to taking photos with like a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, you're probably going to be disappointed. But you would be with any phone in nighttime conditions if you're that way inclined. So that's not a cross against the Mintt X5, it's more just a cross against smartphones and night photography in general. But look, I was out taking some photos and the wide angle works fine, the depth sensor gives you some good bokeh to your rear facing camera. In good daylight you get some really nice crisp sharp colors. You also have pro mode, beauty mode, panorama mode, slow motion, hyperlapse. I mean, there's many settings within this camera app that you would not expect for this price point. And now we're also going to go in and have a quick look at battery life. And look, again, 2 days battery life. We're powering the Helios A25 here, 4 gigs of RAM. Yes, it's a big display, but it's only 720p. So your battery will actually get you through 2 full days at least. I'm a heavy phone user and I get 48 hours charge easy out of the Mintt X5. So you will, if you're a medium to light user, you could get 3 to 4 days out of the Mintt X5. The battery and the software are quite well optimized. Now, how good is it to get a fingerprint scanner and face unlock for $279? The fingerprint scanner works, it's pretty accurate most of the time. It's a little bit slow, and so was the A5. So I think that might be a Helios A25 holding it back a little bit, but the face unlock worked a treat, and in fact I found that to be my preferred unlock method. But that face unlock, it's rigid. So for me, the Mintt X5, if I can sum it up, this device is reliable when it comes to content consumption, taking photos, video. You're just not going to be disappointed across any of those areas. Gaming as well. If this is all you can afford and you love gaming, you're going to be able to game on it. Don't be worried about that. It will hold up to some of the more intense games. Battery life was great. Camera's enjoyable. You know, I really think it's time for us to reconsider some of our phone purchases. We've all been on the train of like, let's just get the most expensive phone we can. We've all been on that train for many years now. But some of these phones that are coming through from companies like Mintt are really giving us some more options. I mean, you could buy 8 Mintt X5s or 1 iPhone. So that's the comparison we're looking at. And though you might not be able to compare the two directly, it is definitely worth considering if you're budget conscious or would like to save a few bucks. So definitely have a look at the Mintt X5 or the Mintt A5. They all have their place in the market. And don't forget to hit that like button and a subscribe button, because my next review is the Mintt Y5. The Mintt Y5 is Mintt's flagship for this year. The Mintt Y5 comes in at $379, so it's a great price. Full review is happening as I'm filming. I've got the Mintt Y5 here. I've got the Mintt X5 here. So the reviews are happening. The giveaway is happening. Don't forget, if you want a chance to win the Mintt A5, X5 or Y5, follow me on Instagram. Comment down below with your Instagram handle and make sure you subscribe to my channel as well, and I will randomly pick a winner. Thank you for watching the Mintt X5 review. I hope you appreciate it. You will enjoy this phone, and I will catch you in the next video. Check ya.